Welcome to a look at new mods on Farming Simulator 19 with me, MrSealyp. It's Tuesday the 4th of February and we have new mods. I have been away for a few days without my PlayStation this time. That's why I haven't done any mod reviews for the last few days. I have been away, but I returned home today after a 6 and a bit hour drive, and we got new mods, so it's all good. We have got some updates actually. We've got an update to the Bergman TSW 4190 by MefiuFs, a pack of Polish buildings by DanioMods and Concy TV. Concy TV. The International Harvester 33 tractor by NLD Marsland Mods has had an update. The Fiat Agri 18090 by Pepe978 has had an update. The Mercury Farm Shed Pack by Alien Jim had an update the other day. One of the parts of that update was that it would be individual storage space on multiplayer. Someone messaged me today to say, could I help? Because they'd placed it, went to sell it, and they couldn't sell it, couldn't move it. The change log says today for the update, removed silo storage per farm support due to not being able to sell move silo once placed. So that has been rectified by Jim pretty quickly, I'll be totally honest. As far as geos, we've got two new geos today. We've got the Seasons Texas by MefiuFs Modding, and we've got Seasons Geo Italy Rice by Farm Nord Est. Now this talks about rice as a crop on here. I'm not sure if that says you need Seasons mod, obviously, but it talks about being able to grow rice and maize and silage maize, but I think that's going to be the PC version because we don't have the functionality to do that, I don't think, unless I'm wrong on that. But check the change log on the Seasons Geo Italy by Farm Nord Est. I don't often play with geos, haven't done it at the moment anyway. So, first of the mods we're going to be having a quick look at is the Agromash PZ4. This is by DanioMods, right in front of us. This is 12 slots, which is quite high for such a small plough. I think it's only a 1.6 metre. Nicely detailed. It's a small plough. I just think, yeah, there seems to be quite a lot on the slot count on that. You'll find this under ploughs. Is it 1.6 metre, 80 horsepower required, and that, it does what it does. It's a plough. It does what it's supposed to do. That's the first of our mods. Moving on. The next of the mods we're going to look at is the John Deere H480 by Custom Modding. This is a front loader attacher, and it does say in the Modhub that it's compatible with the John Deere 7R, 8R and 8RT. It does also say required mods is the new John Deere 7R US version that we got yesterday, I believe it was, because you can have a front loader attacher on this. The standard 7R we have in game doesn't have a front loader alternative. So this is a front loader for a larger type of tractor, which makes it pretty unusual. There aren't too many large tractors that have the capability of a front loader attacher. I didn't review this mod yesterday. Like I say, I was away on holiday, so I literally just got it out just now to put the front loader on, and I like it. It's a nice mod, that. I'm pretty sure, all the usual guys out there that do the mod reviews will have done reviews on this yesterday. It's a very nice bit of kit. So this is a larger type front loader attacher. I like that. I like that ability to give yourself a larger tractor front loader. Kind of kills two birds with one stone. Sometimes you need a smaller tractor and you do a few bits and bobs here and there. Then you need a larger tractor for bigger implements. Being able to have a front loader on a larger tractor, nice option on that. Nice looking bit of kit. Nice smooth animation on that. That is, how many slots is that? 6 slots for that, if you're on console. Colours match up perfectly as one would expect. Just double checking from yesterday. Oh yeah, the John Deere 7R US series is by Custom Modding. No wonder it all matches up perfectly. Of course it does, by the same modder. Right, so that's that. We'll just have a quick look in store on that. That's under front loaders. Like I say, we've got a few in game already. We've got a couple of modded ones here and there. It's 5,400. And like I say, only 6 slots, which isn't too bad. It does say on the jigsaw piece there it requires 125 horsepower, which is fairly high, like I say, for I'm just going to have a quick look because I'm curious now. Under the larger tractors, I'm pretty sure most of the larger tractors, if not all the larger tractors, don't have an option for a front loader attacher. I know the Massey Ferguson... No, it's not. It's the 7 Series Massey Ferguson that has the option for front loader, isn't it? And that goes up to about 280 horsepower. So this kind of puts it in a different league. The 8R that we've got doesn't have front loader option. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Like that a lot. Very nice indeed. By Custom Modding. Next, what should we have a look at? We've got this. We've got the Case Maxim. Where are we? The Case Maxim series. This is by Lucas 2002 and Redcat 3D. This is 48 slots, which is fairly high, but there's some nice options available on this that make it a little bit different to the standard in-game version. Very nice, tidy looking mod. That red's really a really vibrant red on that one. That's the Redcat. It says Redcat Rot, I think is red, isn't it? But nice. I think I went for miters. I think I wanted it. Nice big old chunky miters on there as well. You can change the interior from grey to beige as well. Window opens, door opens, sunroof. So yeah, quite a few options. You can kind of see why it's high on the slot count because of the options that are available on it. We will find this under medium tractors. The standard Maxim there is 112,000 to buy and is 41 slots. So it's fairly high for the standard in-game one anyway. And it goes up to 100... No, what's this one go up to? I think it goes up to... Oh yeah, same horsepower, 175. I thought maybe we had slightly higher horsepower on the modded version, but I don't think we do. So there we go, 112,000 to buy, let's say. A little bit higher on the slot count, but not too much to worry about. Options on colours, we can have the Case IH red, we can have a black edition, which is rather nice. We can have it grey. We can have the 145-year edition, which is that lovely kind of anodised, shiny red. We can have it in an orange. Oh, that stands out, doesn't it? Or the Redcat one. I just think that seems a deeper red than the standard Case one, I think. Then design colour. If we change this, and if I change that to... actually, we'll change it to orange just for the time being. Nothing seems to change immediately. That's because that is related to the front loader attacher, which we'll see in a moment, and that will help the front loader attacher stand out a little bit. As far as tyre options, we've got Trelleborg, we've got Michelin, miters and knock-ins. The knock-ins just have the communal tyres and they're standard like so. The Trelleborgs, we've got the option of standards, weights, wides, wide and weights, narrows, rear twins, twins all round, back to standard. Under Michelin's we've got standards and wides, and I think that's it. Yeah, standards and wides on the Michelin's. And then the miters, again, we've got standard and wide and back again. So if you want a few options on tyre choice, it's going to be the Trelleborgs you want to go for, especially if you want narrows on there, but obviously you can change that in your configurations whenever you want to. Interior colour, we can have, like I say, grey on the inside, as you can see there. Trying to get a right angle on that where we can see nicely. Or we can go with the beige. I like the beige, I just think it makes it feel a little bit lighter in there. That's just my own personal opinion, but you know. And then as far as beacon lights go, we can have none, left, right, or both. And then we can have the option of the 145 horsepower 115, 155 horsepower 125, the 135 horsepower the 169 horsepower 135, or the 175 horsepower 145. And then we've got front loader attacher, yes or no. Like I say, the front loader attacher is now orange because that was what I put as design colour, so you can change that if you want. Now, as far as fenders go, it comes standard with these broad ones. You can have then broad extensions, which puts a little kind of plastic trim on the outside, or you can go with these small fenders, which I went for on the option I've got. I quite like that. The broad ones look cool, but I don't know. Went with the small ones. And then we can have mirror inside. Yes or no. And those are the options available. So, let's jump in it. Sounds nice. Like I say, the interior with the beige, I don't know, I just like that. Just makes it feel a little bit more light and airy. Horn. I went for the matching red on the front loader attacher. It kind of makes it blend in. It's cool, that. Very nice. And then as far as doors and windows, I'm going to open this straight away this time because I always get this wrong and I have to edit it out. Right, L1 and R1. If we go left side to side, we can open and close the sunroof. You can see it opening and closing very slowly on the top there. If I do L1, R1 on my left stick up and down. Oh no, that does the cruise control. My right stick, side to side, opens and closes the door. And my right stick up and down, open and closes the rear window. Like so. Very nice indeed. I think I went for the mirror inside, didn't I? Yeah. So I went for the mirror option. It's actually quite handy, that. Seems to work very well. No pixelating or anything on it. Very, very cool. Right. So, that's the Case Maxim series by Lucas 2002 Red Cat 3D. What we'll look at now, we'll whiz across just over here. We've got two muck spreaders today. Might as well use this while we're here. The first one is the SIP or SIP Orion 120TH or 120th, depends on how you look at it. This is by Polycount and it's 6 slots. 12,000 litre capacity. I like this one. It's nice, a lot of detail on this. I don't know what, don't know why. It just seems sort of stands out for me in some of the ones we've had recently. I like that. Nice tidy mod. You'll find this under manure spreaders. There we go. 30,000 to buy. Like I say, only 6 slots. Requires 100 horsepower, which isn't too much at all. Has a 10 metre spread width, and it will take manure. Options available? There are none. You just get what you get, and that's it. So let's just very quickly. So turn it on, L1 and square, unfold the tool, L1 and X, unfold the tool, of course, then L1 and square, and away we go. 10 metre spread width, does exactly what it should. Very nice indeed. There you go, the SIP Orion 120TH by Polycount. Very nice indeed. Right, next up we have got the T674. This by Mr. I think it's Dynamite. Dynamite 88 and TherOcsy. There's a few configuration options on this one. This is a little bit smaller, this one. It's also a muck spreader, as you can see. You can have it's a 6,000 or an 8,000 litre capacity, and it has a much narrower spread on it. Again, a nice tidy mod. For a smaller farm operation, this one doesn't have a plate that opens up at the back. It's just, you've got the bars there for flinging straight away. These extension boards, if you go for the 8,000 litre version, if you go for the 6, you have it a little bit lower. I'll just show you that. Now, again, undo manure spreaders. So there you go, at the end of the T674. This is 7 slots. Options available. We can change the main colour from blue to green. No, why didn't that change? Blue to green. We can change the rim colour from the blue to red to orange to black, whichever you decide. Design colour we can have as blue, or dark green, and that changes the spreaders on the back, changes the colour of those, like so. And then capacity, let's say 6,000, or we can go for the 8,000, which puts those extension boards on the side, like that. Those are your options available. It's only a 3 metre spread on this one, it's a little bit smaller, and this one is just a turn on and go. There you go. Very nice indeed. So that's the T674 by Mr. Dynamite 88 and TherOcsy. Moving on, we have got this. This is a nice one. I like this a lot. This is the John Deere 2266. This is by MefiuFs. In the Modhub, this, under the description, just says price 120,000, capacity 8,000 litres, working width 6.1 metres. It doesn't say anything else in there, but it does show a picture of it with a header and a trailer. So when I went in, I thought I'd better double check because I didn't want to miss anything. This does come with a header and a trailer in this pack together. But what I like about this is the capacity and the price. It's a nice tidy mod. It's on the smaller side of the harvesters. So if you're starting from scratch or you're building up or whatever it is you might be doing, normally you kind of, unless you go for the older Fort Schritts and those kind of things, you're looking at around 100 grand for a smallish harvester. So this is 120 grand, I think it is, but the capacity is of a kind of larger harvester, if that makes sense. We'll have a look. So under harvesters, like I say, the TX32 has got a 5,600 litre tank, that's 100 grand. The Nova is 105 grand, and that's got a 4,500 litre tank. Then to go up to 8,600 litres, we're up to 202 grand for the Massey Ferguson Activa. If we scroll across until we get to this modded one, 120 grand, but it's got an 8,000 litre tank. So that's not far off the Massey Ferguson Activa capacity, but for only 120 grand. That's not bad at all. The TC590 is 150 grand for only 6,400 litre capacity, so that's not bad. That's what I like about this mod. That's a pretty cracking one. For the capacity and the price, not bad at all. But like I say, actually, what we will do is we'll look at options available. I don't think there are any options available actually. No, there aren't. You get. I was thinking. I'm sure I looked and there weren't any. You get what you get. The harvester. It runs at 15 miles per hour. It's not the fastest one you're ever going to come across. But if we look under headers, we have got the John Deere 820 header for 42 grand, 6.1 metre. And the jigsaw puzzle says it goes with the 2266. That is 7 slots for the header. And then if we come back out of there, we do have a header trailer that goes with that specific header as well. Which is just there, the John Deere 820 header trailer, which is 6 slots, and that's 4,500 to buy. Beak on the roof. Pipe in and out. Beak on the back. Front lights. Rear lights. Hang on. There we go. Rear lights, we've got them in the end. Well, that's unusual. Normally it does front, rear, then work lights, but that did front and work, didn't it? Front, work lights, yeah, then it did the rear lights. There we go. Well, we got there in the end. So, header reel. As you can with most headers now, you can raise and lower the header to get some adjustment if you want to. That's purely aesthetic. It doesn't actually have any impact. You can bring the reel in and out and up and down. Like I say, 6.1 metre. In cab, it's very neat and tidy. I do like the joystick, if you want to call that, joystick control. Very smooth animation on that as you accelerate forward. It goes into that forward and reverse. up in the slot and away it goes. That's nice. I like that. Like I say, it's a very tidy mod, very nicely priced, nice size header. Pretty cool. Open up the harvester, like so. Just a small little open like that. I know people often ask about the horns on these things. Ah, why am I not getting a horn sound? There we go. A bit of a peep, but it's not bad at all. So there we go. That's the John Deere 2266 by MefiuFs. Bit of a cracker, that. Might be using that. Oh, did I say how many slots it was? I said how many the header was. This, for a John Deere piece of equipment, again, with the price and the capacity, only 17 slots. That's a no-brainer. 17 slots. We've had John Deere header trailers with more slots than that, haven't we? I'm sure we have. Yeah, 17 slots. Pretty cool. I like it. Turn it off. There we go. Right, so now we've got a couple of buildings to look at. Very nice indeed. We've got the small shed. This is by Driver 300. This is 13 slots. Some nice detail on this. Textures are good. A few bits and bobs to look at in there. You're only going to get small machinery in there, or bale storage or something like that, whatever you want to go with. I'm just trying to check actually. I don't know whether they all do say seasons ready or not. For putting bales and things under, but you only get small stuff under that. Small wooden shed for storing agricultural machinery. Bales might be a risk, but like I say, nice detail on it, nice textures. You'll find this under placeables. And the sheds. Only 2,000. Hang on, I better check that, because when I just checked in the Modhub, I thought I misread that. In the Modhub it says 20,000. On there it says 2,000. I'm sure it's only 2,000, not 20,000. Let's buy one. What am I on? 283,000. So it should go down to 281,500. Let's buy one and place one. Yeah, 2,000, not 20,000. Yeah, don't worry about the Modhub. Look at what it says in here in the store menu. That's a bit more reliable, I think. Whew, a bit of a typo on there. So there we go. That's the small shed. That's by Driver 300. Bear with me 1 second while I take a bit of a trot over here. The reason I'm taking a trot over here is I tried to place these two. This is the machinery shed and the machinery shelter by FNB Modding, Farmer S3B. I'm sure it's S3B. Could be a 5. Again, it could be my eyesight. I think it's Farmer S3B. It wouldn't let me place them across this entire field. The only place I could get them to place was just over here. Now, I don't know if that's down to some of the landscaping I've done or because I've put other things on here before for other mod reviews. But I just found it a little bit tricky to place them. So this one here is the machinery shed at 12 slots, and that's the machinery shelter at 9 slots. Drive-through shelters, nice big wide openings. I do like that for getting slightly large machinery in and out. I do like a drive-through one, makes life a little bit easier. There are no lights in here. I haven't come across any lights, and there's certainly not a light switch that I could see. You've got these in the corner here. This little bit on here, it's like a little office, but I couldn't find a door trigger for that one. I think that's just there for aesthetics. Another nice, neat, tidy mod. Plenty of space. And then we've got the shelter over here. Nice overhang on this one as well. But this isn't a drive-through. Big open space on this side, and then no door on this one. But you got, I suppose you could put grain and stuff like that. I haven't tested this. Sometimes you get a bit of bleeding through walls and stuff. I'm not saying there will be on this mod, but it's one of those things that can happen sometimes with buildings that take crops. You might get a little bleeding through the walls, but I wouldn't have thought it'd be a problem, but you never know. But like I say, another one. The wood looks like wood, you know, and there's a difference between the two different woods as well. You know, the textures and detailing is very, very nice on this. So, I thought it was a door for a minute. Yeah, very cool. So these are under placeables as well. They're a fair size actually. I think they're a little bit pricey if I recall. Let me see. 43 grand for the machinery shed and 48 grand for the machinery shelter. So they're not on the cheap side, but they're a nice size. Plenty of room in them. And they are by FNB Modding Farmer S3B. And I think, have I gone all the way down my list? I think that's everything for today. I will just double check one more time on the Modhub. I will refresh it just because I want to make sure I haven't missed anything or any mods have dropped late or anything that I wasn't expecting. But that's it for today. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.